Winchester Christmas market has been cancelled. Businesses in Winchester step in to offer free hot meals for children over the half term. But first, a quick coronavirus update from the university. The total number of COVID-19 cases linked to the university is 37. That includes 34 students and 3 members of staff. There are also 2 recorded cases in on-campus accommodation. 29 previous cases have now completed their self-isolation and have recovered. A new COVID-19 testing site has been introduced in Winchester. The walk-through facility opened on Thursday at Worthy Lane Car Park for people experiencing coronavirus symptoms to use a free swab and receive their results by the next day. Good afternoon and welcome to Winchester News Online. I'm Alex Smith. The Christmas market has been cancelled this year. Victoria Darlin reports.
Ice skating, mulled wine and Christmas lights. The Christmas market has become a tradition for many people, including locals and visitors. Every year, the local Christmas market is arranged here outside the cathedral. Due to the ongoing pandemic, the organisers have decided that this year's market is cancelled.
But in September it became really apparent that with the continued rise of COVID and the restrictions that were coming into place, the concerns around public safety and the increase of the disease itself meant that it was no longer really viable. And that decision was made in consultation with Winchester City Council, our partners within the city, and also with Public Health England and the Department of Public Health.
The market usually has 30 charities working with them and up to 130 retailers.
It's devastating not only for us as an organisation but for the traders and for the many hundreds of thousands of visitors that would normally come to us. We've got some new and exciting services that are socially distanced but will also be available online. We're doing lots of video content for people. We're creating a virtual market for our traders. You know, we are very hopeful that come next year we'll be back to a normal situation.
With the market being cancelled this year, many remain hopeful for a normal festive season next year. Victoria Darlin, Winchester News Online.
Businesses have stepped in to feed children in Hampshire following the government's decision to not provide free school meals over half term.
In the country, businesses and individuals have supported Marcus Rashford's campaign to end child food poverty by providing food for children who need it. Over half-term, businesses across Hampshire have offered free meals to children who usually would have received free school meals. Bento Factory here in Winchester has offered free bao, juice and fresh fruit to all children.
Being honest with you, it doesn't cost much for us to provide the free meal. So, but however, it's sad to see that if kids are getting hungry at home, and especially like if parents are not working, they can't feed their kids.
The Food Foundation estimates that around 900,000 children have sought free school meals because of the pandemic, on top of the 1.4 million who are already receiving them. 16 Hampshire MPs voted against offering free school meals over school holidays. Bento Factory is hoping to provide healthy meals for children in a time where many are struggling with the economic impact of COVID.
It's heartbreaking when you see hearing the news of people not having enough just to buy enough food for the kids. We thought might as well just do a free bao. Every kid can come in and just ask for it. There's no need to be shy.
Many children received food over this half-term, but whether or not they'll be offered free meals over the Christmas break remains uncertain as we're going into a second lockdown. Hege Hagen, Winchester News Online.
A woman is holding food intolerance testing events in Winchester. I headed over to find out what it's all about. As much as 17% of the British population suffers with IBS, the importance of testing gut health is being recognised now more than ever.
So as a gut health specialist, I like to offer this testing once a month as an event, and that means that people come in just for a really short appointment. So the nice thing is it's only 15 minutes, it's only a finger prick blood test, so not a full blood test. And within 24 hours, you're going to find out if there's a food that really bothers your system.
Almost a quarter of all British women will struggle with this disorder at some point in their lives. So why are we so reluctant to talk about it?
So in our society, specifically in this country, we're not great about talking about bowel health and poo. So many of us suffer, and yet we're not getting tested. This particular test is not available under the NHS. So IgG testing really allows us to look at if your body produces antibodies to these particular foods. And that allows us to tell you which foods you need to cut out of your diet for a period of time. So it's either 12 weeks or 6 weeks, depending on the severity of the intolerance. But the great news is you will be able to eat these foods again, maybe not in the quantity that you did before, but you will be able to put it back into your diet. And in the meantime, your bowels should settle and inflammation should go down.
Testing for food intolerance can greatly improve quality of life. It's easy to see why events like these are becoming more commonplace. Alex Smith, Winchester News Online. You're all caught up. Thank you so much for joining us.